The unseen shadow. Nestled in the rolling hills of a peaceful village, the lives of siblings, Aria and Ethan, unfolded under vastly different circumstances. Aria, the elder by 3 years, was the family's pride, a girl of radiant charm, academic excellence, and a melodic voice that could silence a room. She was, by all accounts, the perfect daughter. Ethan, on the other hand, was quiet and introspective, often retreating into his sketchbooks and paints. His talent for capturing the beauty of the world on paper was undeniable, but to their parents, it seemed insignificant compared to Aria's accolades. The subtle favoritism began early, but grew more evident with time. While Aria basked in their parents' love and admiration, Ethan became the quiet shadow in their family story, longing for recognition that never came. The rift between them grew, not from hatred, but from the silent wounds of neglect and comparison. The annual village talent show was the highlight of the year. It was a chance for families to showcase their children's skills and for parents to revel in their pride. Aria performed first, singing a heartfelt rendition of a folk song. Her voice was angelic, and the applause was deafening. When it was Ethan's turn, he nervously approached the stage clutching a drawing of their village he had spent weeks perfecting. The audience clapped politely as he held up the sketch, but it was clear the moment lacked the excitement Aria had commanded. Back at home, their father ruffled Aria's hair. "You stole the show, my girl. Everyone was talking about your singing." Ethan timidly asked, "Did you like my drawing?" His father glanced at it briefly. "It's nice, but you should do something like Aria's singing. That is real talent." Ethan quietly folded his drawing and promised himself he wouldn't enter the next year. Aria's 12th birthday was a grand affair. The house was decorated with streamers, and nearly the entire village attended. She was gifted a brand new bicycle, and the party carried on late into the evening with music, laughter, and dancing. Ethan's 9th birthday, 3 months later, was a much quieter event. The family shared a modest cake, and his gift was a second-hand toy truck. When Ethan asked why his birthday wasn't as grand, his mother replied, "You are still young, Ethan. When you are older, we will do something bigger." Even as Ethan grew older, his birthdays never matched Aria's birthday celebrations. He stopped looking forward to them altogether. One afternoon, while playing indoors, Ethan accidentally knocked over a vase, shattering it into pieces. Their mother stormed in, her face flushed with anger. "Ethan, how could you? That vase belonged to your grandmother." Ethan opened his mouth to explain, but Aria interrupted. "It wasn't Ethan. I bumped the table." But their mother dismissed her confession. Aria would never be so careless. She said sharply, "Ethan, go to your room." That night, Ethan lay awake, realizing that even the truth wasn't enough to change his parents' view of him. Aria excelled at school, winning medals and trophies that lined the family's living room shelves. Their parents attended every award ceremony, cheering loudly and taking photos. When Ethan won a small certificate for an art competition, he presented it proudly at dinner. "That is nice," his father said, barely glancing at it, "but you should aim for first place like your sister." Ethan stopped sharing his achievement. The certificate piled up in a drawer, unseen and uncelebrated. When the family visited a city art museum one summer, Ethan was thrilled. He packed his sketchbook, eager to draw the exhibit, but the travel revolved entirely around Aria, with their parent talking about her future and how the museum could inspire her academic path. Ethan trailed behind, sketching quietly. When he showed his parents a drawing he had made, his mother glanced at it briefly. "That is nice, dear," she said before turning back to Aria. "So what do you think of the exhibit?" The favoritism came. Ethan stopped sketching for the rest of the trip. The favoritism came to a head one evening during dinner. Their father was praising Aria's academic achievements while dismissing Ethan's efforts. Aria's hard work would take her far. "Art is fine, but it wouldn't feed you, Ethan," he said dismissively. Ethan slammed his fork down. "Why is everything always about Aria?" he shouted. "Do you even care about me at all?" The room fell silent. Their father looked stunned, and Aria seemed hurt. Ethan left the table, his heart pounding with years of pent-up frustration. The summer, the village announced a mural competition for the town square. Aria encouraged Ethan to participate, sensing his growing resentment. Reluctantly, he agreed. Ethan poured his heart into the project. The mural depicted the village's beauty but also carried an emotional depth that reflected his struggles. When it was unveiled, the villagers were captivated. For the first time, Ethan stood in the spotlight, receiving admiration and respect. Their father, moved by the mural's power, approached Ethan. "I'm sorry, son. I should have seen your talent sooner." Aria, realizing how deeply Ethan has been hurt, began championing his work. She encouraged their parents to celebrate his achievement and spoke out whenever they reverted to their old habits. During a family gathering, Aria held one of Ethan's paintings. "This is my brother's work," she said. "For years, we overlooked his talent, but it is his act that tells the story of our family." Their parents, humbled, began attending Ethan's exhibitions and celebrating his successes with genuine enthusiasm. Ethan's art flourished, earning him recognition and commissions. He opened a gallery titled "The Shadows We Leave Behind," dedicated to stories of those who felt unseen. Aria continued to be Ethan's fierce advocate. She used her connections to promote his work, ensuring he received the recognition he deserved. The siblings, once divided by favoritism, became a team. Together, they proved that even the deepest wounds could heal with love, understanding, and time. Ethan no longer lived in Aria's shadow. He had found his light and with it, a deeper bond with his family. And in his art, he captured the essence of their journey, a reminder that even in the darkest shadow, beauty and resilience could emerge. Ethan's journey is one of the resilience, creativity, and the fight for recognition. After years of living in the shadow of their sister Aria, his passion for art became his voice and his escape. Through his mural that captivated an entire village, Ethan proved that greatness doesn't always come from the spotlight. It often grows in the quiet, unseen corners. As his family finally saw his worth, Ethan used his art to inspire others who felt overlooked. His gallery, the shadows we leave behind became a symbol of hope for those yearning to be seen and heard. Ethan's story reminds us that while wounds from favoritism can leave scars, healing is always possible with understanding, forgiveness, and love. This is more than just a tale of rivalry and pain. It's about transformation, family bonds, and the strength to rise above. Ethan's story will forever stand as a proof that no shadow can dim the light of true talent. Thank you for watching, and please do what to hit the subscribe button, like the video, and share it as well if you really enjoyed this story. Please do what to follow us for more story time. See you in my next video. Bye.